What's up? I'm Hannibal King, and today we're going to be making some jump rings. My girl, she does jewelry and stuff like that, and lately she's got me interested into making the chainmail end of it. Made necklaces like this for her, and basically you got to cut a whole lot of jump rings for this to make this work out. So I hand wrapped and hand cut every single one of these to make this. I'll try not to do that this time. So it's coming up on Valentine's Day here, so I'm going to be making a pink one. So we basically need a whole lot of pink jump rings for this project. I'm kind of limited on my workspace here. I'll try to keep it all in here so I don't have time to go out into a shop to make these. You know, this is my drawing area. Yeah, usually draw and stuff like that here. But today we're going to be trying to make some jump rings out of basic stuff we found around the house. Got some wood dowels that were sitting around from some reason or another. I'm not sure why. And a hair tie basically is our jig. And our tool that we're going to be using is a cheap $13 Dremel tool that I've taped some more dowels to with some basic painter's tape. So this is all just theory testing. Of course, if this works, we might go into actually making something that's going to work good for a longer period of time. But this is we're gonna see if this works for us right now. Basically, like I said, we're gonna really run household stuff. This is a knitting needle that my girl had that I wrapped a piece of metal around.
It's a crochet hook.
Crochet hook. Okay, this is a crochet hook that I wrapped a piece of metal around. Basically, we're just gonna take that into our house drill and drop it right in there. So basically, we're not going to be using any specialized tools of any sort. It's all going to be homegrown stuff that a lot of people would have around their house. We're using a pink toned coil here, so we're going to try to get a pink look on this necklace here. So let's unwrap this for ourselves. And normally you would wrap all this stuff on a hand mandrel of some sort. Doesn't take that much time, but we're trying to cut as much of that much time out as possible. So basically, we're just going to find the end of our metal here somewhere. No idea where it's at. There it is. Alrighty. We're basically just going to pull out, about how much we think we're going to be running to. I'm looking for around 50, 60 rings, maybe 75 rings a shot here. So basically, we're just going to pull out our wire. We're going to just stick it in this little, I just made a loop on it out of a heavier gauge, not a big deal. Just simply stick it in the loop. Rotate it around and hit the button. You can see she coils up real fast, real quick, real nice. Not a big deal, not a long drawn out process. That's about it. So we're going to simply cut that. Basically, we're just going to clip our little edges off here, clean up our ends, just so it's an even edge at both sides. So, and basically that's it. We've just made our coil in about a couple seconds. Not a big deal. So hopefully this is going to work out for us. My little jig here is basically consistent of 4 pieces of wood that are bungee or basically hair tied together. That's it. This is the whole jig. It's not a whole lot of specialness. I'll just put a piece of wire there for a stop. I'm going to drop my coil right in there. I'm just going to bring this right over the top of it, like so. Pretty simple. And then, handy dandy hair tie. Basically, I'm just going to take this hair tie and I'm going to put it on this side as tightly as I can for the most part. Like I said, this is just a theory test of stuff that was around the house. It's about negative 18 outside, so I'm not planning on running out or doing anything. But if this works, I will run out to the store and find something more than a piece of wood to do it. But if this works, we'll run with it. Okay, so that's basically that. I'm going to use a towel to kind of block any shooting rings from my face. This here is, I've never used it before. That's the first time I'm using it on this jig, so hopefully it'll work out. I don't know, we'll see. It's a die cutting oil. I don't know, it's like $2 for a big old thing of it or something like that. I don't know. So we're going to just put a little lube down in that thingy there. Hopefully that'll help cut. I don't know. Like I said, we're just trying to figure it out and see ourselves. So basically what I did here is just a Dremel with a cutting bit you get at your local Ace Hardware or something to that effect. And I just tied a bunch of dowels on it to basically act as a guide for myself here. It's going to drop right in there and run along there. I used this here just to get my depth right. So like I said, I mean, we're going to go with the basic household stuff here. Alrighty, let's give it a shot. My Dremel sucks. The speed variable goes up and down randomly. So, alright, we're going to turn it on. I'm going to stick it on there and drag it towards me, and hope for the best. And glasses. Dun, dun, dun. So it seemed to cut through ridiculously smooth and easy, so I'm kind of worried that it might not have cut anything because I had no resistance or anything. I tried it earlier without the lube and it was a lot different. So let's see how this came out. Oh wow, look at that, cut through like butter. Look at those rings there. Still a little warm from the cutting process, but they all cut very nicely. Nice clean cuts through. And basically that's what we're looking at there. The blade diameter that I'm running, I forgot what it was. I think it was a .001 or something to that effect. But basically that's what it is. Got about 70 rings here. Out of household stuff. So I mean, it took a little ingenuity just to tape stuff together, but I mean, if I can tape it together and make something cut this well in 5 minutes, I'm sure you could take it one step farther and actually make a running jig for it. So yep, that's it. Thanks a bunch.